Well, I think this is an interesting topic because I know that we've talked about it a little bit on the show, and you and I kind of in the pre-show that the listeners don't always see, we've talked about it as well, just how many private equity firms are coming in here and just the huge amounts of properties they're buying in the Triad and the kind of positive and negatives of that. But we've never really discussed why. I mean, there's so much money being spent by private equity and venture capitalist firms right now to buy real estate right here in the area. What is the reason?
Yeah.
What do they know that I don't know? Should I be scooping up everything I can find? I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. You know, we've heard it 1,000 times, right? Follow the money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and yeah, it's kind of nuts. Actually, we just talked to one of these private equity groups yesterday, and one of my operations manager was like, "Man, I cannot get these people to call me back." He finally got through to them, and she's like, "I'm sorry." They have 400 closings this month.
Wow.
That's just one group. 400 homes they're buying this month. So, yeah, it is something else. But in this, in this case, I think it is this. I think they have the answers to the test. I think they know things that we don't know. And, here's really where it comes down to data. I think they've acquired some of the most detailed analytics probably ever gathered in the history of real estate, information, knowledge, whatever you want to call it. And just, if you think about all the sources they have today in which to gather data and information, every single word that has ever been typed into a search engine is being recorded and coded, right? Every social media platform is doing the same thing. And, well, why do you think Facebook's free? Right?
They're getting it somewhere.
They're getting it somewhere, and it's not, and it's not these little stupid boosted ads they'll let you do for $5. I'll promise you, no. They're just mining tremendous amounts of data based on the things you're talking about, based upon the things that you're typing in there, you're commenting on, or you're liking, or whatever it is. And really, I mean, at the end of the day, these businesses are really just gathering all of our human behavior, essentially, is what it is. And and here's the thing: we do it as well because I do know one example. I will not say the names to protect the guilty, but I've read posts and looked at things on social media, and actually was pretty obvious to me these two people are getting married, and sure enough, they were married today, right?
Right.
Because you can just see the story unfolding right there in front of you. And that's just with my observation, and I'm not running analytics on who's going to get divorced or married. I'm just looking at what's obvious, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't really have to be a psychic to figure this stuff out, and it's a pretty predictable path. Well, now take that to a global scale where you've got several billion people across the globe that are doing the same thing, putting this data, putting this information in there, and I think it really just becomes a very predictable way to read our behavior. And so, Amazon is a perfect example of a company that's mastered this. You go to buy something, and all of a sudden, what are they doing? Suggested, purchases, right? Other people, Keith, purchased this in addition to this because it went to this, and now you see, every single, thing that you have out there. It's like they bought X and they also purchased Y, and the next thing you know, it's sitting on your front door too.